So I'm pretty sure all of you have heard who keep up with the gaming world that a month or so ago Resident Evil 3 Remake got announced, and while I am super hyped for that game because holy shit we get to like explore Raccoon City, believe it or not, the announcement of that game, it really didn't come as a surprise to me.
Why?
You ask? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? All the work that Capcom team put in the aptly named RE engine, and the success that they got with Resident Evil 2 Remake, and the fact that they already have a lot of assets of Raccoon City that they can probably use with a new paint job for another game, it was like no-brainer that they were gonna come out with a remake of the third game. You know, it was just like written in stone at that point.
Well, that's all fine and dandy.
You all say.
But what does that have to do with 2019?
To which I reply, firstly, man, you guys are talking today. And secondly, last year these were the same days of January that I was like waiting for the two most anticipated games of recent memory to come out. Those being Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, even though Resident Evil 3 Remake is releasing in April as opposed to the January of Resident Evil 2 Remake, what do you know? We have a Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC coming next week in January. How about that? It's 2019 all over again. But not quite exactly, because like I mentioned earlier, Resident Evil 3 was hardly a surprise when it was announced, and I'm super excited about this game because I know it's gonna be awesome because Resident Evil 2 Remake was awesome. But as far as Kingdom Hearts 3 is concerned, I'm gonna be pretty much honest here. This is like my opinion. That game was a big freaking pile of disappointment for me, especially after waiting 13 years for it. And I'm not even talking about the gameplay stuff, because let me tell you right here, I'm one of those people who actually play games for their stories and the lore of the original world that these very talented people who come up with these ideas make. So I can really give like a damn about gameplay. If you want to like breakdown of the gameplay or stuff like that, there are a lot of other people who are a lot of like much smarter in this category compared to me, so go check them out. But as far as the story of is concerned, Kingdom Hearts 3 biggest disappointment of 2019 for me. The story of that game was not that I have been waiting for 13 years, to be honest. Like, yeah, I know there have been a lot of like parts for prequels and then side stories and a lot of stuff before Kingdom Hearts. Like between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, a lot of games have come out. And for all of those games are worth, they were pretty enjoyable in their own like part, but Kingdom Hearts 3 was supposed to be the direct continuation of the entire Xehanort saga for me, and it was supposed to like take the story to the next level and actually wrap it up. But after years of development, all it did was just rush through it. Now, I will admit firstly that I do not have 100% understanding of the story of Kingdom Hearts, but I do have a good grasp on it, like my fellow fans of the series, as compared to most people.
Especially those filthy casuals.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It just wasn't good and felt too much rushed, like I just said, with pointless Disney worlds thrown in there. They had no place in there. What was the point of the Frozen World? I don't even know the name of the Frozen World. I can't even remember. But what was the point of it? Nothing. They just wanted to like have you go sit through that stupid Let It Go song one more time. And that freaking final showdown, man. This final fight had been like building up for 13, 15 years at this point, and it was a massive letdown. But regardless of all of that, some hope still lingered in me, especially after seeing that stupid ending where Sora fades away. Now, I'm pretty sure that was a pretty big shock to most people, but that ending actually gave me hope, because I'm not a young boy that fell in love with Kingdom Hearts all of these years ago. I'm not that boy anymore. I'm a grown-ass man now and have seen the world and have somewhat of a better understanding of how a business works, and what I had suspected about Nomura for some years now, like a lot of us I would say, was blatantly confirmed with Kingdom Hearts 3. This this guy is just milking this series at this point, and all the releases, the 1.0s, the 2.0s, the final mixes, bullshit, and splitting games into standalone purchases like it did with Burst by Sleep 2.8. which was supposed to be the introductory stage of Kingdom Hearts 3. The guy has an IGN fetish with all the decimal jazz he gets up to and with these titles, man. Holy shit, it's just bullshit. Anyway, like most fans of the game, the moment I saw the complete lack of Final Fantasy characters in the base game, I was convinced that Nomura was gonna come out with some DLC that will have a lot of the missing story. Now, a complete Disney-less Kingdom Hearts has always been a dream of mine, and while I do find the Remind DLC intriguing, I just can't help this disgusting feeling I have that Square Enix just ripped out this chunk of the game and sold it separately as DLC. But you know what? At the end of the day, Square Enix is a business, and Nomura also has to eat in his gold-plated table and forks. It is what it is. Honestly, I am genuinely but cautiously excited about this DLC. I guess the only good I can at the moment say of it is that it's not taking another decade to come out. Like I was feeling. Like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, I was like sweating my balls that yeah, we're gonna have to wait 4 or 5 years. But no, they came through and it's just a year later and we're getting a new DLC. Which also kind of like cements my opinion that they deliberately cut this content to sell as DLC. I'm pretty sure this was already in the game and they just wanted some more money. In the next video, I'll list the thing or things I really want this DLC to have, but I think it won't. So, yeah. It feels like 2019. I'm waiting for a Kingdom Hearts and a Resident Evil game. Super excited about the Resident Evil game. Capcom has been on a roll like lately, but I am very cautious about Kingdom Hearts 3. I want this game to be good, but if it's not, well, what can we do about it? Now, if you want to hear my opinion on all of the other things about Kingdom Hearts and other stuff, obviously subscribe to the channel, ding that notification dong, and follow me on social media. Assalamu alaikum.